Hello friends, welcome to the channel. With this lecture we are going to start with a new series for IELTS exam. In this series we will be discussing about the basic requirement for IELTS exam, what are the bands, what are the test categories and what are the patterns and how to prepare for the IELTS exam. Basically IELTS exam is conducted for the candidates who are willing to move to other countries for work permit or immigration or for the further studies. So in this first lecture we are just having the basic introduction of IELTS exam, what are the score or the bands or the results of the IELTS exam, what are the score division for different test component and what are the main test categories of IELTS exam that you can appear for. So without wasting any further time, let's start with the lecture. So first of all we have the full form of IELTS exam. So the full form is International English Language Testing System. Basically this test is performed in 4 further sub-tests, or we can say that the test is having 4 further components as writing, reading, listening and speaking. So these 4 tests or the IELTS test is conducted to test or analyze the candidate's ability in writing, reading, listening and English language skills. So as one is moving to other countries where English is the main communication language, then he must have basic knowledge or knowledge of these 4 English skills. Means he must be good at writing, reading, listening and speaking. Only then he or she can survive in the country where English is the main communicating language. So here, what is IELTS exam? If you are willing to move for studying, working in other countries where English is the main language of the communication, then you require to appear for IELTS exam. This is the first condition. Such examples of such countries are where the IELTS is required for university admission. Means if you want to study with United Kingdom, in Australia, in some institute in Canada, New Zealand and USA, then IELTS is the main requirement. IELTS exam is jointly owned and carried out by the British Council, IDP Education Australia and Cambridge English Language Assessment. So these are the basic point or basic introduction of the IELTS exam. Next we have the main categories for the IELTS exam. Basically you need to choose from 2 categories for IELTS exam that you may require to appear. So first category is academic and next is the journal. Academic category is for those who are willing to study abroad or study in some universities, institute where English is the main communication language, or for the professional who are willing to study higher educations and along with study they want to practice their for their perfections. So for professionals also and for student as well, the IELTS exam is the main test that they need to appear for. So by professional we mean that, for example, if any doctor want to practice in some other country, or any other surgeon want to practice or to serve in some poor country or some people of some other country, then they need to appear for the IELTS exam. And the next category is journal category, where the persons are not going for the study purpose, they are going for the work purpose or for the permanent residency in some English countries. So immigration or the work is the main purpose for the journal category of IELTS exam. So you may appear for any of these exam as per your requirement. The test component like reading, writing, speaking and listening are almost same for these 2 categories. There is a slight difference between reading for academic and journal categories. Otherwise all test components are same. So let's discuss about the IELTS band. For IELTS exam, as a result you are going to get the band on the scale of 1 to 9. So it is working on the 9 band scale. So here candidate receive a score for each English skill test component as listening, reading, writing and speaking. So for all these tests, a candidate is going to get separate band or separate result of listening, separate result of reading test, separate result for writing test and separate result for speaking test, right? Next, the overall band score is calculated as average of individual scores. So the overall is calculated as the average of individual scores of these 4 test components. Next, the band scale 1 to 9. So now how the scales are divided and what is the meaning of these 9 band scale. So here IELTS is scored on 9 band scale from 1 to 9, where you may have the score a 0.5 band scale on a 0.5 band scale from or to a whole band scale, like you may have received 5.5 band or a 9 band or 8.5 band likewise, but you will never be getting a score like 6.25, 7.75, right? So these type of scores, these type of bands are not possible, or you are not going to get 0.25 scale, 0.75 scales. So if your overall score as average of the scores of 4 components like reading, writing, speaking and listening, so if your average of these 4 test component fall in these 2 categories of 0.25 or 0.75, then we have to perform the round off. So these round off are performed like this. If average ends in 0.25, then it is rounded up to the next half band. So here 6.5 should be rounded off to 6.5. Next, similarly, if your overall scores are falling between or ending with 0.75, like 6.75, 5.75, then it will be rounded to the next whole band, right? For example, 6.25 will be rounded to 6.5. Similarly, 7.75 will be rounded to 8, a whole band or a half band, right? So this is the main formula that you need to know about. Next, 9 band scale are divided according to the person's capabilities or person eligibility or person expertise with the English language. As the 9 band is can be secured by the expert user, or we can say that who has the native like English language knowledge. So if a person is having the English knowledge like a native user, then he will be getting or he can achieve a band of 9. Otherwise the band starting from 1 for non-user. Next, modest user will be getting 5, competent 6, likewise. So bands are moving up from 1 to 9 for any candidate depending on his or her capability or expertise with the English language. As you more you are expertise with the language, more you will be getting with the band score. But here one band is reserved, like band 0 is reserved for the person who has not appeared for the IELTS exam. So 0 for who have not appeared for the test exam. But usually we will be having the score from 1 to 9 if you are appearing for the IELTS exam, and mainly 7 or more than 7 band counted as a good band, where it can contribute good for your points to the eligibility. Now how the bands are divided for different section, for different components. Let's see into it. So IELTS test is comprises of 4 test components: writing, reading, listening and speaking. So for reading and listening, both tests are of 40 marks, where you have to answer 40 questions, and you will be getting 1 mark for every correct answer and 0 marks for every incorrect answer. So for reading, you will be giving with the paragraph, and for this paragraph, on your reading basis, you have to answer the questions given below the paragraph. Like the comprehensive, we have comprehensive, where we are having one paragraph or one paragraph with the question to answer from the paragraph. So reading exam is similar, very much similar to comprehension. Next we have listening. For listening, you will be provided with the audios, and by listening to audio conversation, you have to answer the 40 question, 1 mark for each question, right question. Next, talking about writing and speaking skills. So for writing and speaking, you are not going to get the marks for out of 40. For writing and speaking, you are going to get the 9 band scale, means your band on the scale of 9, from 1 to 9. So for writing and reading, you are directly interacting or judged by the examiner. So for writing, you have to write, you will be given some tasks for writing, and if you are performing well, the examiner will provide you the band according to your result. For speaking, you have to interact directly with the examiner, and the examiner may ask you to speak for any of the topic for 2 minutes after your brief introduction. So here, these two tests, we can say that reading and listening will be comprises of 40 questions each, and the writing and the speaking are directly judged by the examiner, and he will be providing you with the band for writing and the speaking skills. Now, how the conversion is performed for listening and reading means, if you want to calculate the overall score, either you must be getting bands for all the test component, or you must be getting score at the scale of 40 for all the test component. So here we will be performing the conversion for the 40 marks of listening and the 40 marks of reading. So here is a rough idea how the conversion is performed. So depending on your scale or your score, your band will be calculated. Like if you are having 39 or 40 score, you will be getting highest band, and for the score 37 or 38, you will be getting 8.5 band. So this is a rough idea, not exact. It may vary for listening and reading, and also on the basis of academics and the general IELTS category. So reading is different for general category and also for the academic category. So this conversion table may vary. This is just a rough idea. Now, how the overall score is calculated? So let's get into the process of calculating the overall score. So after reading and listening, you are getting score out of the 40. So we need to convert these score at the scale of 9 band scale. Now how the conversion can be performed? So these conversion are based on this type of tables. Means for reading, for listening, you will be having such categories or conversion tables, and after these conversion means your scale for listening, reading will be converted to equivalent band. So after this, you are getting a band on the scale of 9. Now you have the symmetric result for all test component, means at this band of 9 band scale, the result is in our hand with 9 band scale for all test component. Now we can calculate the overall score. So the overall score will be calculated by taking average of these 4 band scales, right? So after conversion of reading and listening scores on 9 band scale, we need to perform the average of writing band, reading band, listening band and speaking band to calculate the overall band of the candidate. So this is the complete process how the conversion is performed and how the overall band is calculated for a candidate. You will be getting the rough scores after the test, and you can have an idea of your resultant band or overall band after the exam is over. So here, thanks for watching, and in next video we will be having the brief introduction of the patterns of these further 4 test component like reading, listening, writing, speaking. So till then, bye, take care, see you in the next video.